city. So the animal effects were severe in cat that they named as having dancing cat fever.
Loss of free handed sensory loss of ordinary partially paralyzed. Loss of muscle control in voluntary movement has ataxia, numbness, extreme fear, and symptoms.
Thank you.
We've had a skit about Minimata disease. Kindly watch it. Good afternoon, madam. We're going to do a skit about Minimata disease which occurred in Japan. By this drama, you can understand what is Minimata disease.
In Japan, between Kumamoto and Minamata places, a factory was organized in 1908 which is known as Chiso. It was a toxic chemical producing factory which produces chemicals in a large quantity. One day, what happened? They released a chemical called methyl mercury. Instead of mixing that in the sea, they mixed in the river which flows near a village. So what happened? The fishes and animals lived near the village which slowly started to consume and started to get affected. Even the people don't know that it was mixed in the river. Even they too ate the fish.
Oh my god, I bought so many fishes from the water body.
Girls, lead
it
the way.
looks so fresh. I'm going to give it to my child.
Hi mommy, what would you make for me?
Fish.
Thank you.
How is it?
Very nice.
Yeah, come on, eat it. Nikita, what happened? Nikita, what happened? Come here, after my okay, come and sit down. I think so. It's a neurological disease.
What happened? What did you give us for eating?
I gave a fish from the water body. Okay, check it. Oh god, the mercury is mixed with the water. There was a mercury factory near the water body where there was a mercury was mixed with the water. We need to protect and
Yes, the factory which produced the methyl mercury which makes our people to fall in ill. Let's start the protest. Close the factory. Close the factory. Close the factory.
Today we are going to learn about blizzard. What is blizzard and its cause?
I'm going to talk about its effects.
I'm going to talk about prevention. What is blizzard? A blizzard is a severe snowstorm characterized by low visibility and sharp sustained winds, usually lasting for a very long period of time, for 3 to 4 hours.
Blizzards bring about strong winds in the cold weather. These winds could blow up houses, damage property, and
The father doing blizzard. Each one to include candles, matchsticks, flashlights, batteries, comforts for everyone in their family.
Today we are going to talk about volcanic eruption. I'm going to say about causes, effects, prevention. You can see that the lava is released from a volcano. When lava is released from a volcano, it's called volcanic eruption. Sometimes it can burst explosively. Volcanoes also provide a number of environmental benefits. For example, it fortifies soil, it releases hydrothermal energy and precious minerals. Precious minerals is nothing but the lava which comes out from the volcano that hardens over a time to form precious minerals like ruby, diamond, and emerald.
Health concerns after a volcanic eruption include infectious disease, respiratory illness, burns, injuries from falls, and vehicle accidents related to the hazy, slippery condition caused by the ash. When warnings are heeded, the chances of adverse health effects.
Stay inside if possible with doors and windows open. Use nostrils to protect your eyes. Keep your car or your truck engine turned off. Good afternoon. Today we are going to explain about how a beautiful city gets destroyed with the earthquake. The earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. I am going to say about a city named Hatti which got destroyed with the earthquake. As I already said, it is a sudden shaking and it causes lives. So the Hatti earthquake is a very dangerous earthquake which caused approximately 3 landslides. In the same place in 2021 the earthquake occurred and it destroyed the place. Thank you.
Effects in 2010, a powerful 7.7. In 2010, a powerful 7.1 measure.
Actually, the 7th earthquake is the phenomenon. It causes the 7th like causes severe damage. 6 points. 6 points is the minimum.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We are here to explain you about what is sinkhole.
Causes, effects, prevention. Sinkholes. Sinkholes are dramatic because the land usually stays intact for a period of time underground spaces just get too big. If there is no support for the land above the spaces, then a sudden collapse may occur. That is known as sinkhole. When a sinkhole occurs in urban areas, they can result in a partial and complete collapse of overgrown structures and damages to infrastructure. This causes high economic losses, evacuation and displacement of residents. Prevention of sinkhole. Underground aquifer often helps to prevent it because of water fills in it, cracks and holes that will normally cause of sediment. This is a working model, ma'am. It collapses because of the limestone gets weakened.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today we're going to explain about Bhopal gas tragedy. Bhopal gas tragedy occurred at the beginning of 2nd, 3rd December 1984 at the Union Carbide Indian Limited UCIL West Side facility in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. This catastrophe affected around 5 lakh people along with many animals. The MIC was loaded 3 tons with the tank E610 was the source of heat. This tank should hold no more than 30 tons of MIC during the safety revisions.
Thousands had died as a result of choking, pulmonary edema and reflux circulatory collapse. Neonatal death rate increased by 200%. Good afternoon, ma'am. Today I will explain to you about a very unique and interesting topic called fossils. Common sea fossils, cyanobacteria, the oldest known fossil, dated 3.5 billion years old. These are from ancient rocks of Western Australia. To make it more easy to understand and make some fossils: crab, bird, seashell, scorpion, cyanobacteria, leaf, starfish and joint shell.
Good morning. Good afternoon. My topic is arthropods. Arthropods, also known as widely a perfect evolution between birds and reptiles. Some of its features has birds like feathers, wings, and also has a halophore. It also has the features of reptilians. It has teeth, claws, and broad tail. I made it Allosaurus, T-Rex, and Spinosaurus.
I'm going to speak about amino acids. Amino acids and granites. Amino acids are excellent guide for stratigraphy because they evolve rapidly and have relatively short lifespan. They are found in many types of marine sedimentary rocks. Granites are an ancient forest which was first seen in the seas of mid-Cambrian, about 300 million years before the dinosaurs. They flourished in the Plastoic and Mesozoic eras and some extended in the Pacific. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today I am going to talk about hawksbill sea turtles and chemistry turtles. Here I have a structure of the hawksbill sea turtles. Of the 7 species of sea turtles found all over the world, 6 of them are considered as threatened or endangered. Coastal development, marine pollution, overfishing and hunting are the biggest threats to these endangered species in the ocean.
Good afternoon, ma'am. According to recent research, there are only 1,400 of Hawaiian monkey left. This is because of excessive plastic pollution and marine debris, and because of a lot of fishing that is happening in that area.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm going to talk about endemic fishing, and this is masked butterfly fishing. This gorgeous bright-yellow fish features a blue straight eye patch and thin vertical lines along the sides of this body. These species are often spotted in packs and are one of a very small number of fish species that have long turbans.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We are going to tell about extinct species. Ammonite. Ammonite is the mollusk that went extinct before 66 million years ago in the Cretaceous extinction event.
Carelessness. This animal was a giant swallow, but with keratinous wings, like these modern sea dwellers, they were gone due to the loss of diversity. Thanks.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Our topic is about the difference between photosynthesis and chemosynthesis. Most life on Earth use sunlight as the powerful resource. Trees and plants use sunlight to combine water and carbon dioxide into sugars, providing food for all living organisms such as humans and animals. This process is known as photosynthesis. In the deep ocean, many meters away from the sun rays, the another process is taking place called chemosynthesis. Tiny microbes use their chemical energy instead of light to combine water and carbon dioxide to make sugar.
In biochemistry, chemosynthesis is the biological conversion of carbon-containing molecules and nutrients into organic matter, using ferrous iron as a source of energy rather than sunlight, as in photosynthesis. Many plants and animals who are inaccessible to the sunlight use chemosynthesis to produce glucose. Thank you.
This is 8th active representing geographical disasters.
My classmates have here represented each and every disaster, and I would like to summarize them. First, we had eutrophication, sources and its types, followed by causes, prevention, and effects. Next up, we had different types of algae, and after that, we had a fun little skit of the Minimata disease, and of course, the pond ecosystem. After this, we had common disasters like tornado, volcanic eruption, sinkhole, blizzard, Bhopal gas tragedy, earthquake, and of course, fossils. Finally, to conclude, we had endemic, extinct, and endangered species. Thank you so much.
Now inform the initially. Oh, why
Summarizing on the topic, telling what all
Thank you for your
Explain yourself in dash and tomorrow. Share it.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am here to tell you all about the Satish Dhawan Space Center. Satish Dhawan Space Center SDSC is the primary spaceport of the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO located in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. Sriharikota was renamed as Satish Dhawan Space Center SDSC on September 5, 2002. This center has so many facilities like launch integration, launch operation, mission control room and much more. Now let us see about the launch pad of SDS. This have a separate launch pad of launch and sounding rockets. Now let us see about the Santa of India. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam was an Indian scientist and politician who played a leading role in the development of missile and nuclear weapon program. Now let us know about rocket launching. Launcher are the launch vehicle which carries spacecraft to the space. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself Varsha, myself Bhavishri, and myself Adlin. Today we are going to see about Chandrayaan 3 Pragyan rover. Chandrayaan 3 is the third mission in the Chandrayaan program. It was launched by ISRO on 14 July 2023. The mission consists of a lunar lander named Vikram and lunar rover named Pragyan. Chandrayaan 3 Vikram lander and Pragyan rover did not wake up during the lunar day, which is equal to 14 Earth's day. Chandrayaan 3 was designed to survive one lunar day and 14 Earth's day. The Chandrayaan 3 consists of lander and rover configuration. The propulsion module has spectropolarimetry of habitable planet Earth. Payload to study the spectral and polaric metric measurements of the Earth. Thank you, ma'am. PSLV. You may be familiar with the name. Let me explain to you what is PSLV. Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle is a third generation launch vehicle of India and it has been successfully launched on July 30, 2023 at 6:30 hours IST. Ma'am, it is a working mode. Yeah, you can test it. Rocket propulsion defined as a force that is used by the rocket to take off from the ground into the atmosphere. The first stage at the very bottom is solid fuel having 6 straps on the solid rocket boosters. The second stage is liquid fuel, whereas the third stage is solid fuel rocket motor. Thank you.
We are going to tell you about Chandrayaan 3's Vikram lander. Chandrayaan 3 is the third mission of the lunar expedition launched by ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. The Chandrayaan 3 consists of a Vikram lander and a Pragyan rover.
Chandra means moon and Yan means vehicle or craft. Deploying on the into-clap pendant.
Vikram lander was responsible for the soft landing on moon. It's also a box shaped with 4 landing legs and 4 landing thrusters capable of producing energy newtons of thrust each.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hi, Manny.
Myself, Pratiksha.
A space station is an orbital station or the orbital space station. It is basically a spacecraft which is capable of supporting a mission designed to remain in space for a period of time. Now let us know the uses of a space station.
The space station acts as a microgravity research lab for astronomy, astrobiology, meteorology, etc. The space station is an important tool that is important for Mars and Moon missions. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Madhuri. Myself. Today we are going to talk about space shuttle. Space shuttle is also called as space transport system. Space shuttle carry acid and cargo to and from the Earth's orbit. No other spacecraft can be reusable like space shuttle.
Discovery, Atlantis, Endeavour, Columbia, Challenger and some complete space shuttle orbital vehicles. Good afternoon. I am Kritika.
I am Suchitra.
Our topic is communication satellite. What is communication satellite?
A communication satellite is artificial satellite that transmits the signal via a transponder by creating a channel between the transmitter and the receiver at different earth locations.
There are two types of communication service that satellites provide. Telecommunication, broadcast. I'm curious, the speed of satellite. The satellite speed is 17,000 per mile and 7,702 active satellites.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Now we are going to explain about the topic Mangalyaan, MOM, Mars Orbital Mission, unofficially known as Mangalyaan. In Sanskrit, Mangalyaan means Mars and Yaan means craft or vehicle. It is launched on 5th November 2013.
The Mangalyaan was India's first ever satellite to reach the Martial region. The power of this spacecraft is 840 watts. The mass of this spacecraft is 1075 pounds, that is 488 kilograms.
What technologies did ISRO to develop Mangalyaan? ISRO built upon its experience with Chandrayaan-1, India's first lunar orbiter to develop Mangalyaan.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Kavikanchana. My name is Pajal. I'm Ashika. This is our model geosynchronized satellite. Geosynchronized satellite is a satellite which rotates at the Earth's equator. It is very close to 34,326 kilometers and 22,342 miles, which fixed the satellite over.
Geosynchronous satellite is also known as GSLV. It is a major rocket in the sea. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Myself Pranaha.
Myself, Natalia.
TC, Tata Consulting Engineers has played a pivotal role in this successful mission. Mr. Somnath, the chairman of ISRO, has played a significant role in this infrastructure of Chandrayaan. Chandrayaan is a Sanskrit word, but Chandra means moon and Yaan means craft.
India has also become the fourth nation worldwide to demonstrate soft landing on the south pole of the moon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We are going to explain you about Aryabhatta satellite. Aryabhatta was India's first satellite named after the famous Indian astronomy in 5th century.
Aryabhatta satellite was launched in 15 April 1975 by a Russian rocket in Cosmos 3M.
To conduct experiment in solar physics, astronomy, X-ray, astrobiology, astronomy, and much more. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am going to talk about remote sensing. Remote sensing is a process of detecting and monitoring the physical characteristics of an area by measuring its reflected and emitted radiation at a distance, typically from satellite or satellite.
Good morning, ma'am. Today I am going to talk about what is rocket fuel. The rocket fuel is a reaction mass of an object that is injected at a high velocity from a rocket engine to produce thrust. Were you ever aware that where does India get fuel for rocket?
Yes, I see that Andhra's sugar is limited. It's
I'm Saitishna. We are here to talk about Aditya L1. Mission Aditya L1 was launched by Indian Space Research Organization on March 2nd September 11:50 a.m. Neera Sati is the project director of Aditya L1. Aditya L1 is still approximately 1.5 million kilometers away from the Earth. Dr. Shankar Subramanian has been appointed as the principal scientist of Aditya L1 mission.
Aditya L1. Here, Aditya refers to the sun and satellite, and L1 refers to Lagrange point 1. Lagrange point 1. It is a location in the space where the gravitational force of two celestial bodies such as Sun and Earth are in equilibrium. Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We are going to talk about GSLV. Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle is a space launch vehicle designed and operated by Indian Space Organization (ISRO) to launch satellites and other space objects into the geosynchronous satellite orbit. GSLV has the capability to put a heavier payload in the orbit than the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle (PSLV). Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle is a three-stage launcher with strap-on motors.
Things which are used to make and launch geosynchronous satellite are GSLV are payloads, liquid auxiliary, liquid fuel, pumps, combustion chamber, reaction mechanisms, and
This is for liquid propellant.
The GSLV has three stages: a solid fuel first stage, a liquid fuel second stage, and a cryogenic upper stage.
Thank you.
You have that energy, no? Super.
Ma'am, today we're going to discuss about glaciology. Glaciology is the study of snow and ice.
Others can sit now, please.
Glaciologists who study and analyze the movement and the physical properties of glaciers. Glaciology is scientifically discipline concerned with all the aspects of glaciers and on land masses. It deals with the structure, formation, distribution and properties of glaciers. It also deals with the dynamics of ice flow and interaction of ice accumulation with climate. Thank you, ma'am.
You can say 1 point.
My topic is introduction of glaciers. Glaciers are masses of snow that has been compressed into giant sheets of ice.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today we are going to talk about the glacial geography of mountains. Mountain glaciers are formed through the accumulation of snow that causes them to be there without melting forever.
There are two types of glaciers, alpine and valley glaciers. Just by dates of the glacier. Good afternoon, madam. Today we will talk about the topic future of glaciers.
The 3/4 of the glaciers will disappear by 2000 due to carbon emission warming the planet. The disappearance of glaciers will also mean the less water for the consumption by the population. Nearly half of the world's mountain glaciers are expected to disappear by the end of this century.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Our topic is the structure of glaciers. All glaciers, regardless of the size, are composed of layers of snow built up when the upper layer reaches of an ice mass, becomes buried and transformed into glacier ice. A glacier can gain or lose heat in several ways. It's clear that these processes operate at both the surface of the glacier and at the base. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am going to talk about glacial erosion. Glacial erosion occurs when rocks are pushed down onto the underlying surface by the ice. Glacial erosion involves in the removal and transport of bedrock or sediment. Glacier expands due to the accumulating of weight of snow and
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We are going to talk about glaciology on Mars.
Mars is a vast planet of glaciers.
NASA space mission detected frozen water at the Martian southern ice cap. Thank you.
Happy afternoon, ma'am. We are here to explain about glacial geography of valleys and plains. Glaciers valley formed when glacial travels and cross down slopings. Valley glaciers carve U-shaped valleys are opposed to the V-shaped valleys carved by the rivers. A glacier plain is formed when a glacier deposits its sediments affect thermals. As a glacier moves, it erodes the bedrock and carries the eroded sediment at the downstream. Thank you, ma'am.
Citric acid taken from the movie Frozen. Frozen is iconic because of the characters, animation, songs and powers.
People make bad choices when they're scared or stressed, just like how Elsa made.
Elsa's goal is to learn the truth of who she is and make a peace with it. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Today's topic is about Lambert Glacier. Most of the Lambert glaciers are known velocities between 400 to 800 meters. The world's largest glacier is Antarctica's Lambert Glacier. Lambert Glacier formed millions of years ago. It got thicker and thicker, compressed under laying ice and formed a glacier.
Lesson title. Our topic is glacial geology. Glacial geology. This section focuses on solvent ice. In this section, you can be able to find out the different types of glacial landforms and sediments.
Glacial geology can be regarded as a branch of geomorphology. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Here we are going to talk about the topic landforms of moraine glaciers. To start up with the major landforms of glaciers, glaciers carve a set of distinctive steep walls. These huge ice sheets, sometimes more than a mile thick, transport the soil in beneath and in front of them. Moraine is an accumulation of unsorted debris which sometimes referred to a glacial time.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We are here to speak about Arctic sea ice.
Arctic sea ice is important for the Arctic ecosystem as soil is important to the forest.
The climate of Arctic is characterized by long cold winters and long tropical summers.
Glaciers are found in Arctic and Antarctica. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Let's see about glacier deposition. Glacier depositional landforms are created when the glaciers retreat and leave behind the crushing rocks and sediment, and also known as a glacier drift.
The two types of drift are the unsorted and unstratified debris deposited.
Thank you. Good day, ma'am. Today we are going to tell you about isostatic rebound.
Isostatic rebound, also called continental rebound, post-glacial rebound, or isostatic adjustment, is the rise of land masses that are depressed by a huge weight of ice in the last years.
The process of glacier rebound is due to astrosphere behaving in a fluid mode.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today I am going to explain about ice age. What is an ice age? An ice age is a long period of reduction in the temperature of Earth's surface and atmosphere, resulting in presence or expansion of continental, polar ice sheets and alpine glacier. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today we are going to speak about
Snow hydrology. What is snow hydrology?
Snow hydrology is a scientific study in the field of hydrology which focuses on the composition, distribution, and movement of snow and ice.
In many countries, especially in US, snow falls in a large percentage of spring runoff that serves as water supply of reservoirs, urban population and animal reservoirs.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My topic is facts of glaciers. The facts of glaciers storage 75% of fresh water.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Our topic is types of glaciers. What is glaciers, Asmita? Glacier is a persistent body of gels and is constantly moving under its movements. What are the types of glaciers, Nitya?
There are two broad categories of glaciers, that is alpine glaciers and ice sheets.
Glaciers. Example of ice sheet glaciers are Antarctic ice sheets, and example of alpine glaciers are the Great Himalayas. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Our topic is glacier formation. A glacier forms when snow accumulates over time, turns to ice and begins to flow outwards and downwards under the pressure of its own weight. Many glaciers are formed as recently as the start of Little Ice Age, approximately 700 years ago. Snowfall on a glacier is the first step in the formation of glacier ice. Two conditions are very much necessary to form glaciers. Cold local climate, which may be polar latitudes or high elevation. Snow must be abandoned, no snow must fall therefore.
Our topic is climate. During spring and summer, warm temperature causes ice to melt, which causes glaciers to melt. In the same warm weather continued, ice caps to melt and the glaciers to melt.
Due to the industrial system and factories, it causes the level of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases in our earth to rise. Due to this rise, it causes lots of heat, which causes glaciers to melt.
Glacier act as a reserve of water that resists to sun. Adding it to the melt from glacier gives ecosystems around the world.
Thank you, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Today our topic is Emperor's on ice.
NASA says East Antarctica Plateau in Antarctica is the coldest place on the earth.
Emperor penguins live in harshest climate on the earth, that is the frozen wasteland of Antarctica. Thank you, ma'am.
Super. Well said, everyone.